Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. A lot of fights this week. Good little fight week this weekend. Really good fight week this weekend. Really good fight week this weekend. Gonna make some good money. I'm gonna put a lockout today. I did some tape. I got the Michaela Mayer video coming out. Michaela Mayer Ryan 2. I already dropped the Brian Norman and Cuevas video, so that is all out already. And we're going to be going live every day. So I'm going to bring you a video every day. I'm going to go live every day. It's a big fight week. Let me check one thing real quick. Guys, please share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing Blog, on all forms of social media. Also join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. Just $5 a month gets the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Hang on a second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. It's starred and pinned in the chat as well. Just $5 a month gets the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. It gets you the lock of the week. It gets you asked to book anything. It gets you request a video. It gets the absolute best gambling advice. Also gets you access to the Discord as well. In the Discord, you get all the updated props. You get the live betting. You get all that. That's absolutely free when you join the Patreon. You get all that for just $5 a month. When you're done with that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. I'm excited for this. Give me 1 second. Let me get set up. I got set up prematurely. Give me 1 second. Let me get this all rolled up. All right. It's a lot. All right. I'm tired. Let me check one more thing and I'll get rolling. All right. All right. We're live. All right. I'm good. One more thing and then I'll be good to go. I need to get my DraftKings open. All right. Let me get through some of these. Who else is fighting weekend that DraftKings should be adding? We're going to get to all that. Mostly we'll get to it. Yo, David, what up, my man? He's changed his little avatar. He's got a D there. What up, Dave? It's good to have you aboard. Is Troy Isley and Emiliano Vargas fighting this weekend? I didn't see them. I didn't see a line on them. Let's take a look at the Pro Box. Let's take a look at the box track. Yo, what up, Jai Lewis? All right. I want to take a look at this. That's not what I want. Hang on. This is what I want. All right. Brian Norman Jr. and Derek Cuevas. Michaela Mayer, Sandy Ryan. Why is this only a 3-star fight? It doesn't get much bigger than this fight. I don't understand why this is 3 stars. All right, whatever. Carrington and Vivas, Delonte Johnson. They'll have a book on him. Delonte Johnson's fighting Kendo Castaneda. Kendo just fought. Emiliano Vargas. That's my boy Kendo. He just fought Kenneth Sims a month and a half ago. Crazy. Emiliano Vargas, Emmanuel Chance, Diedrich Krocklum. I don't think they'll have books on these. I'm sure they'll have books on these 5 fights here: Norman, Mayer, Carrington, Delonte, and Emiliano Vargas. They'll have books on all those. That's wild. I didn't know Kendo was fighting. I didn't hear your thoughts on Sky versus Brown. We were so sure she was safe. I don't even have a response. I mean, I'm shocked. Like, I didn't think there's any way Brown could cut off the ring, get in the. I was so sure of that I fell asleep and didn't even like think twice about it. I thought it was supposed to start at 3 a.m., 4 in the East, 3 where I am. So I was like, all right, I'll wait. And then it didn't start that time, and I fell asleep. And then Muscles texted me saying, "Yo, she lost." I was like, "That's got to be cap." I had to read it again, and I had to go look at the box. Like, she lost. You know, it is what it is. Things happen. We'll get the money back. I gave you guys Jeremy Hill in the over. I gave you guys Jeremy Hill in the money line. We get it all back. Didn't I tell you guys about Jeremy Hill? I told you that was a real fight. That was a dangerous fight. I'm still in shock over the Sky Nicholson loss. I thought there was no chance. I thought the fight was going to be one-sided. I said I liked Tiara. I just didn't see how she could cut off the ring, make Sky Nicholson fight, keep the pressure on. I didn't see it. I couldn't see it happening. Things happen. Things happen. I'm still in shock by that loss, but let's keep it going. I want to. This is an interesting fight. Muscle asked me about this fight. Vuong and Flynn minus 800. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Vuong wins this fight. I would feel safe about that. What card is this on though? Is this on a? Oh, this is the Is Miran in the house? Miran, is this the next gen card you were talking about? That's got to be the next gen card, right? Yeah, okay. That's got to be what that is. I was Miran was telling me there was a next gen card that I didn't know about. So I'm going to try to break down some of that. Pat Brown, is he on that card too? Yep, Pat Brown making his debut. I wouldn't that. I'm gonna actually get to this video. So right now I'm working on Mayer, and got a lot. We got a lot to get into. So I'm gonna get into this fight. I'll probably do this fight, but I'm gonna give you guys a lock. I'm gonna give y'all a lock. If you're in the Patreon, I'm gonna post it today. In the Discord, I'll post it as well. But if you guys have not joined the Patreon, make sure to join the Patreon. Just $5 a month. I'm gonna get you guys a lock of the week. I'm gonna try to get y'all 2 locks this week. You think Jordan Flynn at plus 500 is crazy? Are we not high on Vuong, or do we think that Flynn is? Do we think Flynn is underrated here? I mean, I got to go watch because he had the draw with Kane Baker. I know he's fought twice since then. I don't know that I saw him fight since then. I know he's fought. I just don't know if I've seen him. Vuong versus Jordan Flynn. Jordan, how would you? Let me take a look. I'm gonna pull up. I don't think that's wild. How would you? Yeah, he's fought once. Yeah, he's fought twice. He's got 2 6-round decisions since then. Since the Kane Baker, you draw. Guys, if he struggles with Kane Baker like that, I mean, really? You guys think it's all right? Am I that bugging? Like, I thought the odds were fine. He can't beat Kane Baker. Maybe it's just stylistically Baker was. I got to go back and watch the tape on him now. But when I saw that, and I knew Flynn had fought a couple of times since the Baker fight, but I don't rate Kane Baker, and Jordan Flynn had 2 shots at him and fought 2 50-50 fights with him. All right, maybe it's just Kane Baker gives him all types of problems. I don't know. That didn't seem wild to me, but Muscle said that. I think it's 50-50. I was like, what? And now y'all saying it too? I'll go watch the tape on Flynn. Maybe I'm maybe I'm misremembering Flynn. I know he was kind of touted on his way up. Like, his fights were televised early in his career and stuff. He's fighting on some decent cards. Do we have a prop on it? No prop on it. All right. I'll say lay off this. Bruce Carrington, Brian Norman. We don't have a lot right now. This is an interesting one. To me, this is wild. It's minus 650. Oof. This is another one I'm going to have to go back and watch. Mayer, Ryan, don't even bother taking this. This is 50-50. The line is where it's supposed to be. If I had to put money on it, I would take Ryan. But I don't say it with a whole lot of. I thought Ryan won the first fight. It was very, very. I'm going to take a poll. But we need to put this to rest. Who do you think won the first fight? That's not it. It's live. Take the poll, guys. Who do you guys think won the first round? I thought it was Ryan. I thought it was very, very close. I was a little surprised that Mayer got the decision, but I wasn't upset by it. It was that kind of fight where it could have gone either way. And it went Ryan's way. It went Mayer's way and not Ryan. Although I'm told my wife looks like Sandy Ryan, which I said I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. I don't know how to respond to that. So I guess I'm supposed to root for Sandy Ryan because apparently, she looks like my wife. I don't know. Not high on him. He fought Gavin Gwynn last, and I thought he lost. Gwynn put pressure on him. He couldn't handle it. Flynn puts pressure on. I thought he looked good. Now I got to go back. Now I got to go back and study the tape. I thought Vaughn looked good against in his last fight. No, you're right. He did struggle. You're right. The Gwynn fight, he struggled. You're right about that. It was the Joe Hughes fight. Okay. You're right. He did look. I gotta go back and watch the tape. I'm gonna go back and watch. I'm gonna do that fight at some point soon. Kane Baker would beat Vaughn. Wow. Guys, okay. All right. His Vaughn kind of struggled his last fight. Yeah, you're right. I'm misremembering. You're right. He did suck against Gavin Gwynn. Flynn is a lock in my. Flynn's a lock. All right, I'm going to reserve my opinion on this until I go look at the tape. I think is an overstatement. We have to sprinkle something small on Farmer to win the rematch. I'm going to say it matters a lot who the judges are in that fight. Muscles. If the judges prefer pressure, Farmer's got no chance of getting a decision, right? If you get judges that just like pressure fighters, like the guy that comes forward, he's going to lose. You know what I'm saying? This fight's actually going to depend on who the judges are. A lot. I think it's going to be close again. I think it's going to be competitive. And I think it's going to just come down to a matter of what do the judges like. Do they like the pressure or do they like the volume? Right? Do they like the pressure and volume of do I like the I'm having so much trouble there. Of Zepeda. Do I like the pressure and volume of Zepeda or do I like the sharpshooting skills and the jab and the movement of Farmer? It's going to be close, man. I would not bet on that fight. That fight's not going to be a part of my lock of the week. I can promise you that. Bruce Carrington is a lock 100%. 100% King. King Ty says Bruce Carrington's a lock for the week. 100%. Bruce Carrington is a safe lock. And I also like Brian Norman. Yeah, I like both of them. And then just taking the over. All right, I'm gonna give it to y'all because I like y'all. This is a good crowd. I feel bad about what just happened here. What did I do here? I closed out of something. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me, right? All right. I want to open this up. I'm gonna give y'all the lock of the week. So if you're listening to this, you're gonna get the lock of the week. Carrington, money line. Norman, money line. Mayer, Ryan, to go the distance. Minus 213. Take it. I'll get you guys another lock. This is easy. Easy. Take this. Take this lock. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Call your bookie. Put this in. Go to DraftKings. Put this in. Make this bet. Make this bet right now. This is the bet you need to make. It's easy. It's the easiest money. Bet a lot on it too. Muscles, do you think Norman goes the distance or he stops him? Or 3D? I think Norman stops him. Probably. Don't get greedy. Just take. I don't want you guys to lose this bet because of the method, right? There's not a doubt in my mind that Norman wins this fight. So lock it up. The other two are easy. You can make money without betting on Ryan Mayer winner, because the winner is such a coin toss. Like, it's really going to be like flipping a coin, right? So stay away from it and take the money on the fight to go the distance. They can fight 100 rounds. It's going to go the distance, right? Mayer and Sandy Ryan are going the distance. Lock it up. Take that. Take my boy Shushu and take Brian Norman. Easy. Brian Norman at this point is not getting a difficult fight. He's going to get he's going to get a top ranked decision. Everything is lined up for Brian Norman, right? Like Brian Norman, it would take a one punch knockout for Brian Norman to lose. He'd have to get iced for him to lose. So that's not going to happen at this stage. Mayer, Ryan, it's going to go the distance. I can't see it going any other way. And then Bruce Carrington's going to win. All right, lock it all up. Take it all. I don't know. Great question. David wants to know Ayala and Yabuki. I don't. If you want me to do the tape on this, let me know. I can. I don't know enough about either fighter to make a real good prediction on this. But gee, hear me out. We also got Emiliano and Delonte we can add. So maybe we should jump into that 3-leg parlay until we see what Delonte and Emiliano. Delonte has struggled. Delonte hasn't looked great. Tiger Johnson hasn't looked great. Kendo Castaneda is a real guy. I wouldn't. They're going to put if Delonte is at like minus 1,400, don't touch it. He's probably going to win. But Kendo Castaneda is sharp. He stays active. He's busy. He just fought. He just fought really competitively too. That's not an easy fight. And I would probably stay away from that because the odds are just going to not be worth it, right? Like if he's minus 400, all right, let's talk about it. But he's not going to be that. If he's minus 1,400, which I think he is, look, if the odds come out on Tiger Johnson and Kendo Castaneda, and Tiger is minus 500 or less, we'll build another parlay around it. We'll build a parlay around it. We'll build a second parlay around it. But I think the odds are going to be wild to where I wouldn't touch it because just like I told you, Jeremy Hill was a live dog. Kendo Castaneda was always a live dog. What up, Rocket? What up, my man? What up, my man? What up, my man? Muscle says, yeah, I take that back. In Delonte, he worries me sometimes. Yeah, he's not. He's good and he wins. It's scary. He had some close fights. Kendo, I would say. Well, let me look at his resume. I'm going to say Kendo is the best fighter he's fought. Let me pull up his resume. I want to make sure that's right, and I'm not forgetting anyone, but I would say so. Now, Alamo's got a win over Kendo, right? But that fight was incredibly close, and Kendo was robbed. It wasn't close. Kendo was robbed in that fight. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. Kendo Castaneda was robbed in that fight. Tariq, these fights were close, guys. Like, when was the last time Tiger fought a real guy and didn't make you sweat? Really? When was the last time? It would be this one. 2023, Jonathan Matrell. It was the last time he fought a real guy and didn't make you sweat it out. Do you want to go through that again with Kendo, who's a dog, who gets better as the fight goes on? I would say, like, let's see what the odds are. I would say most likely, yes, Tiger Johnson beats Kendo Castaneda. How sure are you of that? That, like, if it's at minus 1,400, is it worth the risk? I would say no, right? Like, this is not Carrington where Carrington's going to blow the guy out. This is a real fight. Yeah, Melvin is plus 160, and he beat Shingoka in the first fight. I would say Melvin Jerusalem plus 160 is a value play. I'm not going to be betting on it. I'm going to lay off that. But if you guys want a little value play, like a little plus money bet, I was going to address this. Yeah, this is a good fight. This is a good fight to bet. I would make this bet. Sikoka just lost to Melvin Jerusalem less than a year ago, but it would be exactly a year ago. I'd probably make that bet. I'm laying off of it, but if you wanted it, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. All right. All right, so let me get it. So the Norman video is out. Mayer and Ryan are going to be out tonight. That's 2 videos. After that, I'm going to do Zepeda. That'll be Tuesday. I'm going to do Vuong and Flynn. That's going to be Wednesday. And I'm going to do 2 more videos Thursday and Friday. I may do Jerusalem and Sikoka. I may do that. We're going to see what comes out. If Johnson and Kendo come out, I'm going to do that. Like, I'm going to do a lot of videos for you guys this week for sure. I'm going to get you guys 6 videos out this week. But those are the ones I'm getting you out for sure. Vuong and Flynn, Farmer and Zepeda. Then Norman and Cuevas is already out. I'm going to get you Mayer and Ryan. So there's 4, and then I'm going to get you 2 more. Let me check my poll real quick. How's my poll looking? Guys, make sure you vote in the poll. Ryan, Mayer, who do you think won the fight? There's only 7 votes. So guys, everyone vote in this. Right now, you got Mayer up a little bit, but I want to see what you guys think. Ryan, Mayer, who do you guys have winning that fight? And who do you think is going to win the rematch? It's just tough, man. Like, the fight's just going to come down to what the judges like. They're so evenly matched. Just stay away from it, right? The only thing you should be betting is the over and for the fight to go the distance. That's all you should be betting in this fight. And I know, like, oh, minus 110. It's not. You're flipping a coin. And here's my point about Mayer and Ryan and why you should not bet on it. You're literally betting on a coin flip between the two. And you're betting heads. But you're only getting minus 110. If you were getting plus 110, it would be a good bet. You're getting minus 110, so it's a bad bet. And if you bet on Ryan, you're betting you get tails at minus 110. So it's a losing proposition. It's a 50-50 bet where you don't get 50-50 odds. You see what I'm saying? So it's just not a smart – unless you really – I don't think either fighter is clearly better than the other. I think if they fought 10 times, Mayer would win 5 times and Ryan would win 5 times. I think the first fight was extremely close where you could have given it to either fighter and there was no travesty either way. I was sitting press row at that fight at the Garden. Most of the people on press row thought Ryan had done enough. I spoke to Anthony Lever, who works for Matchroom, which is Ryan's promoter. He said he didn't know if she did enough. Right? It was that kind of fight. And I think they're going to have that kind of fight again, and it's going to come down to judging. And now you're betting on the judging. It's just, I don't think that it's a great fight to bet. That's just me. Emiliano is a lock. Who is he fighting? I don't know. Giovanni Gonzalez. Do I know this guy? He fought Adam Lopez. Oh, he's fought some guys. Yeah, he looked like an opponent level guy. Yeah, I'll watch him real quick. I would imagine so. It's a top ranked guy. I would imagine Top Rank is gonna give him a guy that he can easily beat. That's what Top Rank does for sure. I guess we can kind of make this a quicker show tonight. We're live only 26 and a half minutes. Do you guys have any last minute questions, comments? I'll be live every day this week. I'm going to try to bring you 2 shows again on Friday. We're going to try to keep doing that. I like doing 2 shows on Friday. Gives everyone a little bit, of content to go around. Sorry about that. That's my son. I'm going to try to do 2 shows on Saturday. I'm going to give you two shows on Friday. Obviously, we'll be going live. I know we have the next gen card, so I'll probably go live after that. So we'll be doing 2 shows on Friday. 2 shows on Friday. I'll go live after the next gen card, and I'll do a 7 o'clock show. Saturday, I'll go live after Vargas. After the Top Rank card, and there's a Golden Boy card. So there's 2 cards. There's a lot of boxing this week. I'll be going live after all of it, and I'll bring you a show every day. I'll bring you guys a video every day. But there's just a lot to get into. Make sure you guys are part of the Patreon. But we got a lot. Again, the Farmer fight and the Mayer fight are not great fights to bet on their own. As far as the money line, Mayer, I think there's money to be made on some of the props. I think the fight going over, the fight going the distance, these are easy. I think these are easy. I haven't looked at all the round props yet. Mayer by decision at plus 115. Or Ryan by decision at plus 130. Now we're kind of talking. I like Mayer. I like Sandy Ryan by the fight's going the distance. Depending on who you like, and again, it's 50-50, but now you're getting better odds. So if I'm going to bet the winner of this, I'm taking the winner by decision. I'm taking either Ryan or Mayer by decision. I can't see a knockout in this at all. So take Ryan by decision or Mayer by decision. I would probably take Ryan by decision because I think plus 130 on a 50-50 bet is a pretty good bet. You can bet a draw if you want. I'll probably throw some money on a draw. Why not? So you may be able to get some decent money on a decision, or a draw. Like it might be worth it to bet money on a draw. What if we do 2 parlays, one with Mayer and one with Sandy? Yeah, David, you're in the Discord, right? Message me on the Discord. I want to talk to you about that because I think that makes a lot of sense. But now we got to make sure they're plus money enough that we're actually making money on it, right? But yeah, I do a lot of stuff like that. I think it makes a lot of sense to do that because you're going to come out ahead. It's kind of like arbitrage betting, but not really. Right, one of them has to win, or the draw avoids it out. No, I agree. Yeah, I agree with you, David. There's a strategy too that we can implement, and I want to talk to you about it. If you're in the Discord, message me in the Discord or in the Patreon, and we'll get to it. Guys, message me on the Discord. It's just so much easier. Is it too much of a gamble to bet a winner on Ryan and Mayer? I don't like it. Not at minus 110. If you want to gamble, do a standalone bet on one of the 2, I would pick Ryan. I don't have a ton of confidence yet, so I'm like 50.1% Ryan and 49.9% Mayer. I don't have a ton of confidence on it, but I would take, I think at plus 130, Ryan's a good bet. Unless you think Mayer's going to win, they get Mayer at plus 115 is not a terrible bet. I think Mayer by decision or Ryan by decision is a coin toss. If you want to bet on one of them because you get a little bit plus money odds, do it. Over or in your parlay muscles, over or the distance is the play, 100%. If you want to do a little standalone bet, get a little action on it, do it. Mayer might be able to make the adjustment. Ryan is a brawler. I think Ryan is probably overrated. Do you remember her brother? What he was domestic level? Maybe Mayer might be able to make the adjustments. Ryan is a brawler. I think Ryan is probably overrated. Do you remember her brother? Who was Sandy Ryan's brother? I don't. Who was Sandy Ryan's brother? Dave Ryan. He fought Josh Taylor and got stopped in 5 rounds in 2016. I actually don't remember this guy, unfortunately. Yeah, right. And you're going to lose, right? So let me give like a little strategy. You're right. He's going to lose one. But that's why you got to make sure they're plus money and that they both hit. One hit. Because if they're both plus money and one hit, you made money on it if you bet it evenly. It's kind of like dollar cost averaging in playing stocks, right? So right now, what you could do is put $100 on Ryan and $100. I'm just using 100 because it's an easy number to use. $100 on Ryan and $100 on Ryan by decision and $100 on Mayer by decision. If Ryan wins by decision, you make 130, but you lose 100 because you lost the Mayer bet. So you made 30. If Mayer wins, you get plus 115, so you make $15 on it. No. What he's saying is if you take them by decision, that's the money line. If you take them by decision, you get plus 130 and plus 115. Right now, Ryan by decision is plus 130. Mayer by decision is plus 110. We all know this fight's going the distance. We all know that, right? So if you took Ryan by decision, you'd make $30 if you bet both of them. If you bet Ryan, you get 30. If you bet Mayer, you get 15. I hope that makes sense. If not, call me muscles. I'll try to explain to you, and we can actually look at the numbers, right? But that's what I'm saying. So if you bet that Ryan by decision and Mayer by decision, you're going to make money if you lock it in now. I don't know if that's what you want to do. We can lock it in. We can make money. We can do that. I just hope that there's no knockouts. Muscles, Carrington and Mayer is plus 104, and Carrington is plus 1,400. I got you. Good. Michael Page, I'm betting on the draw. I think the draw is a good bet. What is plus 1,200? I like it. We know it's going the distance. We know it will be close. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you, Michael. I think the bet is – I think a draw is a good bet. I really do. It's that close of a fight. All right, let me know what you guys think, guys. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to wrap this up. You will have the Mayer video tonight, Mayer Ryan 2 video tonight. I will be live again tomorrow. We'll address more questions. We're going to spend a lot of time on that card. All right, it is March 24th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.